And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for the season finale of last night's Star Wars Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 8. Alright, moment of truth. It is here. It's officially over. Ahsoka is officially in the bag, getting ready for Marvel to return. I like how there's a back and forth with Disney Plus. A Star Wars show will come out, then a Marvel show, back and forth. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's talk about Ahsoka because there's some things in here that I really liked, and then there's some things in here that I kind of like I saw coming, and I knew it was gonna be a little bit of a letdown, but obviously because there's gonna be a big payoff later, but I'm still a little disappointed in it and how it ended, but I shouldn't be so surprised, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, we all know Grand Admiral Thrawn is back. He's ready to get the hell out of that planet. He's ready to move on, go conquer some universes, and go bring order to the balance of the Empire and all that good stuff. So, the good Jedis that they are, Ahsoka, Sabine, and Ezra, they decide they need to stop him now. They need to make sure that ship doesn't leave orbit, doesn't leave that part of the galaxy to go back to the galaxy that we all know and cause havoc. So they're doing their thing. They're shooting their lightsabers. They're shooting their guns, and for the most part, we get to see just all of them team up again and just feel like Jedis again. Yes, Sabine's not technically a Jedi, or one of them, but technically she kind of is because of the whole Mandalorian thing. But she's been training, she's been learning how to use her powers even better. She got to use the Force in this episode. Spoilers ahead if you have not seen this episode. So that was so cool. We got to see Ezra construct a new lightsaber, blue, and I thought that stuff was really cool. Got to see Ahsoka throw down again, which was great. She got to fight that woman who got the map when we first saw her, when they first captured her, one of the sisters, Night Sisters. So she got this magical, like, it has a hilt of a lightsaber, but it's got the head of like a katana, and it glowed green. So I thought that stuff was cool. So she was using that to take out Ahsoka. She almost kind of beat Ahsoka in here. We got to see her take out one of her lightsabers. She literally destroyed it. So Ahsoka's down to one lightsaber for right now. So, but she'll get another one. And we got to see some of the stormtroopers, the troopers that was with Thrawn, come back to life through magic because of the Night Sisters. I thought that stuff was pretty cool. Still clumsy and goofy as ever because they still can't shoot, even if as zombies. But I thought that stuff was really cool. Like I said before, we got to see Ahsoka throw down. We got to see Sabine finally use the Force. Although I do question that she got to use the Force, which is cool. I wanted her to, finally, like, oh, wow, I finally did it. But then, not know how to do it right away, again, easily. Because she kind of had to do that to throw Ezra to the ship that was already leaving. And the ending is basically simple. Thrawn escapes, and that sets up the next big thing, which we don't know what it is. But I do have a theory, and I'll continue that when we get to the end. Of course, like I said before, Ezra escapes. He's on the ship with Thrawn. They escape. He goes back. He ends up going to meet Hera. He ends up taking a stormtrooper out, taking his uniform, and I guess dipping out of that big space station that he has, taking one of the little TIE fighters and just leaving, or a ship. He leaves. He finds Hera. They reunite. So that stuff was pretty cool. Sabine and Ahsoka and the other, her droid, they're stuck in that planet with Balin and his apprentice. They're doing their own thing, apparently. And, shout out to Ray Stevenson. We miss him. R.I.P. to him. If you guys didn't know, he did pass away before the show did come out, but he was able to complete the show. So, R.I.P. to him. And he was phenomenal in this. I kind of wish I remember his name more often as his character, but, I apologize for that. But, yeah, he was great. I want to know more about him. There's some things that we still didn't get to see from him. But obviously, for circumstances, they're going to have to recast him now. And it's it's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen with his character moving forward. If there's gonna be a season 2 of Ahsoka or something else, we don't know. Um, the ending was pretty cool. Not like and like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next show. But it was pretty cool just to see. Got to see Anakin's Force Ghost at the end, seeing Ahsoka in. Apparently, he's like the main chosen one, so we all knew that was gonna happen. And apparently, Ahsoka's part of it as well. So okay, so there's that. And yeah, and it just ends like that with Ahsoka seeing Anakin in the distance. Sabine kind of, I guess, felt it. You can tell from her face she kind of felt it, but she didn't see it. So you can tell she's gonna get stronger with the Force, but only time will tell. Okay. So before I give you my thoughts on what could be coming up next, here's my initial thoughts about this show. I thought it was okay. Obviously, I shouldn't realize that this show was really just main focus was just to get Thrawn and Ezra back and setting up the next big thing, which is that supposed movie by Dave Filoni, which is gonna have everybody in it. Now, here's the thing about what could happen next. Should we get to Ahsoka season 2? I don't think we are gonna get a season 2. I would like to see it. This show wasn't that bad. It wasn't, as kind of boring in a way of like a Boba Fett was. It ain't Andor. It ain't Andor. So, it ain't gonna be that. I'm curious about Skeleton Crew and the other shows that's coming out. But Andor, Andor is still the best show. Anyway. I don't think they need another season. What they should do, and I hope that Dave Filoni is going to pay attention. Maybe he watches my videos, so you never know. They need to set this up with Mandalorian Season 4. We all know Mandalorian Season 4 is coming. Okay, so here's my theory. Mandalorian Season 4 comes out. It's time for him and Boba Fett, because they're both in the same thing. Now that Thrawn's in their galaxy, let them fight Thrawn. They try to fight him. They heard about his threat. They go in. They try to take him out. They can't do it. Okay, what's next? Oh, wait. We're getting a beacon call. It's Ahsoka and Sabine. Let's go pick them up. Remember, Amando's got that ship that can hyper speed anywhere. So maybe he finds a way to get over there. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens if they even go this route. So he goes over there, picks her up. That sets up this supposed movie that we're going to get, or special, or whatever it is. That's how I see it. I think they really should continue this story in Mandalorian Season 4. Because honestly, where's Mandalorian going to go from now? If he's going to do his own adventures and yet Thrawn is already there, are you going to tell me we're not going to see that? That becomes a problem, because you're going to have a main character who's in the same universe as everybody else, but yet he's going to ignore the big bad that's there. Really? He's going to ignore that. Marvel already does that with the Celestials, and we're going to focus it right onto Kang, and I can't wait to see Loki Season 2. But that's just so many continuity issues right there that, you can't just ignore that. So if Mandalorian Season 4 is going to come out, it has to play on the fact that Ahsoka finished, Thrawn is back. Now Mandalorian's got to try his hand on trying to take him out. Maybe get Boba Fett. Maybe Cat Bane's alive, and maybe Cat Bane's going to work for Thrawn. Who knows? We got to see that. We got to see some kind of setup that, shows us, the audience, hey, listen, Mandalorian Season 4 is out. Now he's going to try to, fight Thrawn. Or maybe he gets in Thrawn's way, and, something happens where he's got to fight. Moff Gideon, he's there. Is he going to team up with Thrawn? Possibility. But, it really should set that up, because, I think it would be kind of interesting. And also, if they don't do that for Season 4 Mandalorian, I kind of feel like it's a wasted opportunity. And because then we have to wait for another season of Ahsoka. And then we're going to have to wait for that special movie or a special. And I feel like it'd just be a waste. But if they end up doing it, I think that'd be a great way to set it up. Continue the second chapter. Kind of like in, the Infinity Saga. You have the Avengers doing their thing, but yet Thanos is still out there. But we know as the audience that he's still out there, and then it sets up everybody coming together to fight him. They got to do the same thing here with Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and Ezra fighting Thrawn at the end of it. Because if they don't, I feel like it's a big waste of a letdown. But that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this. I personally thought it was an okay show. Wasn't the best, you know, but it did its job. It did its job. It did its job to the point where Thrawn is back. They promised us Thrawn, even though we had to wait, 5 episodes for him to come back. But none of that. He looks menacing. I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. It sets up something huge. And I just hope it pays off. That's all I want. Look, I love Star Wars. I don't care if it's the prequels, the sequels, trilogy. The original trilogy is still the best. Obviously, Andor is great as well. Star Wars is Star Wars to me. Even if it doesn't pay off, at least make it fun. That's all I want. This was fun. Some episodes better than others, obviously, sure. I mean, Star Wars obviously is not really meant for TV. It's mostly a movie thing, but what can you do? This is where we are now, so we'll see what happens. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.